I love his name, Noah, like the man on the ark. You know, when Babylon falls, you're going to need a Noah to help you get to the other side. Definitely, you can call him from the States. You know, sometimes people call him from the States. Call him. Again, this is family here. These are families. Okay, these are not strangers. You have been adopted. Okay, Crystal, you've been adopted. Okay, now all of you have been adopted. Okay, no more going to America and nobody remembers you. We know you now. Okay, we're going to send a plane for you if we have to. Okay, if we continue to put this gold together, as the doctors say, the richest continent on the planet. You know, we got to be able to send our people some plane tickets too. You don't have to always buy plane tickets. You know, I can tell you stories about how we used to come to Africa. We printed our own tickets as Israelites. You know, we went to jail for it, but we got out. Okay? But we printed our own ticket. Okay? Justifiable self-defense. Repeat this in court. Justifiable self-defense was our thing. We printed our own tickets. Yeah, we don't do that no more though. But the thing is, you know, I mean, CIA sell cocaine, don't they? And that's wicked. Okay, we're going to open up now for question and answer. We got 15 minutes, so now the questions and answers can come to any of the people that you see here. Okay.
Yeah, my question to Noah, you made a statement that agriculture is encouraged here. Yes. He says a lot of land that's just sitting around, and we got to acquire that land. What do you mean by acquire? Is there just to find out for sale, or is the government is willing to give land if people do agriculture?
Yeah, thank you. Land in Ghana is family owned. It's mostly family owned. It's not government owned. So if you want to acquire a lease, you have to fall on the family, the head of family. And normally these leases are given out with the consent and concurrence of the principal members of the family, so that you don't have any problem when you acquire the land. And for foreigners, you can acquire a lease up to 50 years, but it's subject to renewal. Yes, after the 50 years, it can be renewed for another 25 years. Yes, but not beyond.
Just elaborate a little bit so everybody here would know, because we come from a country where even after we pay the bank off for our loan on the property, we still have to pay the state for property tax. So just let them know about property taxes in Ghana when you own a business or a house.
And IRS.
So let them know about that. How much do you pay?
Yes, property tax, well, it depends on the value of the property. Yes, it depends on the value of the property. Yeah, you pay property tax. That is an obligation on all property owners. Not only foreigners, but even citizens. Yes. Citizens will also pay property tax. And we have a lot of other taxes on properties. For instance, if you eventually dispose of the property, you pay capital gains tax with the Internal Revenue Service. Yes.
And then there are some tax holidays also. Certain businesses where you don't pay taxes for 12 years.
Yes.
Right.
There are certain areas
Right.
as a means of encouraging more investment.
Right.
You have a tax holiday.
Right.
Yes. You have a tax holiday when you invest in those areas.
Right.
And so for a certain period, maybe up to about 3-5 years, you don't pay tax.
Right. More questions?
Yeah, I think in addition to what my brother said, it depends on where the property is and the type of property. Yeah, some people even, it's not anything huge, something little, just a minute, you can't just believe it. That some people even pay $5 the whole year. But as a property tax, some pay $10. It depends on where the property is situated and what type of property. Thank you.
Great. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
Well, I'm back on my feet to make another observation.
All right.
I wanted to make it at first time, but I think the last pudding is strongest. My brother, the lawyer, you see, I told you I don't like too much legalism. I want, from now onwards, and I think it should be a decree, that when we have our meetings here, although in the legal books it is written foreigners, we must use the word non-Ghanaians.
Yes.
Because nobody is a foreigner here.
Yes.
Non-Ghanaians. Because the Ghanaian has been used to designate those of us who have lived in a certain geographical area for a period and has gone with the customs. Very soon most of you become Ghanaians, so you are not foreigners. Secondly, I heard about a project being supported by the government of the Netherlands. Look, anytime I hear those things, my stomach churns. I want to vomit.
Yes.
Let's make sure that the next time we must also be proud enough to say that this project was supported by the African diasporas.
Yes.
And we can do it.
Yeah.
And we have been doing it in our little ways. How many people have our sister Sarita not trained? But we don't highlight it.
Right.
We must highlight ourselves. We are doing a lot. Look, I went to, sometimes I become a little passive. Forgive me. Because I'm an African to my last drop. So things like this, I went to the Afram Plains and I saw on a Presbyterian church compound a water tank. A water container, small one, donated by the Presbyterian Church of a country. I don't even want to mention it. So I was just asking myself, so the people in this village, they could not just contribute 5 cities to buy this tank, and it has to be donated by a certain European. Oh, my stomach changed. Please, brothers and sisters, we can do more.
Right.
Because let me tell you, if you do not have group respect, you can never have individual respect.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So if our people disgrace themselves, part of it touches us. That is why some of us are so passionate about it. So please, let's come and come on board. Our sister Sharita and others have shown the way. Thank you.
All right, we got 7 minutes, and we're gonna close this portion out. So 7 minutes, and then we can move forward. Don't be shy. That's usually 7 minutes. We're on time.
I got a question.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
So this is probably it's probably something that everybody knows, but for me, I just need a little help on this. So if we are a non-Ghanaian and we invest in a piece of land, and the land has, let's say, a life of 90 years or 50 years. I hadn't heard earlier,
Right.
it was a 90-year
Right.
leasehold agreement.
Right.
But if the leasehold agreement, it seems like the more we invest in the land, the more we increase the value of the land.
Right.
The more we increase the value of the land, the more when the renegotiation comes up, the more we have to more we have to pay in for this. And sometimes to me that type of equation doesn't fit 100% right. You know, brother, so somebody can enlighten me, please.
Yeah, well, I'll
Tell me
enlighten you.
how
Since
this-
I have those leases. I have 50 and 99 years.
Okay.
First of all, when I first bought in Ghana in '92, we bought, and again, some people don't ask questions. So you can get those 99 years, and you can get those. You look at, first of all, the land belongs to you, Africa, okay? The land belongs to you permanently, okay? 99 years from now, okay? I got 80 more years, or maybe 70 more years on the first lease. 70 years from now, okay? If I can't get what I paid out of this land and everything else, it would be almost like I didn't do anything with the land at all. I'm enjoying the land. I don't pay mortgage, I don't pay rent, okay? That's a blessing. When I was in America, I had a 30-year lease in New Jersey. I would have just finished paying for it last year, okay? You don't pay anything. You're saving the land. The taxes are really non-existent, okay?
Yeah, no, I'm not questioning.
Right. So in essence, I'm saying 50 years from now, I know what you said at the end, you want to talk about renewing.
Yeah, because a lot of the times, many of us, I don't know if the passion to you guys, but the passion to me is not for me at 59, 60 years old.
Right.
It's about me providing something for my children.
Right.
So that they won't be encumbered
Right.
another 40 years down the road.
Right.
So that's important to me. This
Yeah.
whole legacy thing, when,
Right.
when
Yeah.
we get older, that's the issue that becomes important. And it's beautiful what
Right.
we're doing here.
Right.
And I think that the value is here. I just need to have a technical question answered. Is when it comes to
Negotiate. Well, again, at the end of the, I haven't reached the end of my lease, okay?
Yeah. You want to
Go ahead.
Yeah. Just like the lawyer said, the lands are owned by family members. So
Yes.
when you go to do your registration, they say you're going to give the land to you for a certain number of years. You have in mind that, okay, I might not live up to that time, so your children will also enjoy the land. So when you are signing up the contract with these family members, not a government, it's you sitting down with some elders. Normally they'll even ask you for a bottle of schnapps and a token.
Yes.
I own land, like I was telling Dr. Sarah.
Right.
Okay. So you come down, you sit down with me and my uncle. I mean, I've gone through about 3 investors on my land. And most of them are dead, but their kids are still enjoying. So it depends on what you decide with people. It's not like on the government level that you will need him to make papers and all that and all that. And also depends on which part of the country you own the land. In central region areas, it's not as it is in Ashanti region, legalities in Ashanti region, so it's not a big deal. Depending upon the family people you deal with.
Okay. And again, you want to look at, like you said, your family. It's a great point. Our land that we have, okay, first of all, we want to continue to plant the seed and encourage our children and grandchildren to come in and marry the Ghanaian, okay? So we got to intermarry. Okay? Let me tell you, I married 2 sisters from America and 2 from Ghana, okay? And I'm still looking to produce more and then bring my children up and then put them all together and let them marry 20 years from now and marry each other and then they become the village. In other words, we become the extended family and the children, the seeds are just growing. And so they'll come up 30, 20 years. I know you mentioned you had a daughter or son that's taking care of your business. Well, grandchildren are coming. Your investment here, they're going to be fruitful and multiply, and they're going to negotiate. They may even be the chief.
Sure.
Okay? Your son could be the chief in the village.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you inherit the land forever that way. Okay? Those are dynasties. You got, you look at the kings, the ancient kings and queens, they married each other for the continuation of dynasty. So that's why we got to marry. Don't be afraid to take on additional spouse. If you're a woman, you don't have a husband, you can get one. Okay? So let's get married. Yeah, go ahead.